Hello, the game has started and it's me to go first. Urales is on the back, on the rack. Urales, maybe I'll put it one square across, even though it's less of a score. Doesn't leave a vowel next to a double letter square. I draw the Z, but I have two U's, so Zulu wouldn't score much, but it would sort the rack out perfectly. Deutscher is good, but again, just face value. Oop. It would be up here. Deutscher 18. Definitely not doing that. What about something through the O? No, not seeing anything there. Ulzi. Not great. 25. There are no fantastic Z plays. Perhaps opponent's play will provide something for me. Dits. Terrible rack, but great score. Look at that rack leave, but it is 69, so I have to go with it. Yeah. Okay, not a bad pickup. How to get rid of both U's in one hit. Ruru, terrible score. Face value, not worth it. I have nothing for going after IN. So column L not available as a scoring lane. I do have... No, I don't have... Wow. Not fantastic options here. Clue. Looking at PU plays. Not seeing great options there. What about Brew? 17, but so many hooks. Wow. What about crud? 16. Yeah, I think I'll go with this. Doesn't give much back to opponent. Not great. W, U and B. Not great together, those three. Bowat is good. Not sure that plays anywhere. Well, it plays through the O. 20 points. Pub would be another way of getting rid of the U and the B. 14, pretty poor. Zap is good. Zap and Yap. That's 25. Don't like the rack leave. Pew. 21. No four-timer opportunity, I don't think. Twip is good. But again, just scoring opportunities are few and far between currently. Blah is good, so what about pub and blah? 22, half decent, I guess. Okay, a little bit better as far as synergy goes. I've got woken and no with an E at the end. Knowe. Woken through the O, leaving a vowel heavy rack, a little bit vowel heavy, and creating an X hotspot. 24, that's not terrible. Ketone. Ketone. Think is good as well. Opponent down to about 7 minutes. Quite highly rated. Nothing for going after ZA. Con. 20. Okay, opponent plays Pew and Buy. Now I do have an O for Obi, so play of Kino. Oh, wait a minute. Woorali's is good with a W. I've woken up. Finally. That's a good score. And a good rack leave. Almost missed that hook. Now I've got Atween as a 6. Atween doesn't play anywhere at the moment. I do have or for 30. Creates a hotspot next door. Opponent takes that spot. And, well, tell is good. I suppose Q, 18. I'd like to get rid of W, E, and N. When new feels a bit unnecessarily volatile, I could play one and bon. That's not bad. These tiles, they go pretty well together. I don't mind duplicate E. And there's slightly more consonants than vowels at the moment, so I don't mind being a little bit vowel heavy. Am I going to go with one? What's the other one? LU 18? No. Latex. Layin? No. Lien. Okay, I'm going with one, I think, because the rack lever is fairly balanced. Unfortunately, I duplicate the A as well, so not ideal. Anteater. Through a T. No T's currently available. Oh, I thought opponent had played one, but no. What about this L? Lanaret. I'd need two N's, not two E's. I need to get rid of an A and an E. I think ale looks alright. That's the kind of rack leave you want. What about inertiae? No, I'd need another I, not two A's. I'm going with this. Yeah. And ale takes an E, so what have I got here? Opponent bingos. I felt he was on the verge of bingoing. And I can't play underneath the G. I have to play through it if I want to block that spot. Now, do I have a bingo? I don't think there is one here. N darted. No. What about this A? Don't think the other A helps, does it? What about EL? Can't see it. N-E. No, can't see it. I'm going with read for 31. Ah, the Q, the dreaded Q. Okay. That set me back a turn, at least. Opponent likely to take that spot, yep. And face value for the Q, so 12 points. Now that's a little bit better. Renege is good. Renege. If there was a floating E, I could play renege as an 8. Renege. R-E-N-E-A-G-U-E. Now what about the C? Can't see it. Can't see it. Okay. Zag is good, and Yag, Yage, Yag, Yag. Ah, this R, bottom left. Uneager. Renege and uneager. Reneger. No, can't spell it that way. I didn't think so. Uneager doesn't play, and renege. Piney doesn't have a hook, so the C doesn't work. Wow. Canagra. I can't see it. Running out of time, so what about getting rid of Yag. Oof, not a good pickup. I left myself with R-E-N, which was a pretty good rack leave, and that's what I picked up. I duplicated two of the three and then picked up a couple of vowels. So that was not good. Neuron, stopping one square short of the double. I don't mind doing that though, because I don't think there'll be a heavy scoring play. Opponent might well be bingoing now because two juicy blanks remain. Neuron. Yeah, I think neuron was good. Let's check. Yeah, neurone was fine. Alan wasn't. What a shame, that would have played after RE. ENU. What about Euro? Feels weak, but I gotta do something. Yorn 11 doesn't take an S, so, and I went for tile turnover hoping to pick up one of the blanks, but it didn't work. What about this R? Wow, I have nothing to go next to the J. That is a shame. Evil. That'll limit what opponent can do next to the J. Ugh. Not good. Not good at all. I have to take out this R. Ooh, opponent bingo's there, so I'll go with Inion. I don't have an extra N. Oni. 32. That's a nice looking rack. Favorite. R not in the right spot. F is good, but that's where the story ends. If Oaf is good, but maybe get rid of the V. Maybe just Ver, because opponent's likely to have actually 7 tiles in the bag, and I don't see a bingo there, but you never know. Mo Games. Okay, opponent takes my spot. I've got a minute 20. And opponent will likely go out, so Vifta, does that play anywhere? No. Favor. At least that gets rid of F and V. And opponent should go out with Megs somewhere. Oh, he doesn't. Gem. What can I do in 30 seconds? Right. Sure, found an outplay there, so thank my opponent. 398 to 334. Let's see what we missed. Pretty low scoring game, that one. And Urali's was fine for the opening play. Then opponent's got double vision. He's duplicating. But look at that. Aracene for 82. 2 R's, 2 A's, 2 E's. Through the S for a 4-timer. Very nice. Not a everyday word. Aracene. Opponent goes with Nears. Now Ditz for 69 has to be best, even with that shocking rack leave. Euphoral for 48. 4-timer again. Tricky to spot. Oh, sorry, Ephoral, not Euphoral. Ephoral, lovely play. And now I've got Boy. Well, that's a 12-point play. Admittedly, the rack leave is pretty good, considering the starting point, but to give back an easy 28 points or 30-something points when you're scoring 12 doesn't seem like a fair trade to me. So I prefer Crud. Keeps the board tight. And now opponent's got Hillo for 16. Hilloa, no great scores. The board was tight. And here I had the W at this stage, but I had not identified the Wurali's play at this stage. Probably would have dispatched of the W at this stage, but up bow at D4. Up bow. Wow. Big score. Perfect rack leave. That would have been the play. I went with pub, and it did kind of sort the rack out. Zariba for 23 with a decent rack leave. Buy for 13 with an even better rack leave, but Zariba definitely... Well, Zariba leaves A hanging, so I don't know if opponent would have wanted to do that. Woken for 47, that gave me a good lead. At this stage, I did have a good lead already. Now, opponent struggling with a Val Surfeit, and Ilya for 20 suggested. He goes with Lay. And now, I took a while here. New for 17, good rack leave 3L. I don't like new. Just gives back easy scores to opponents. So I went with 1, which did sort the rack out for the most part. Val heavy still for opponent goes with air. And now I've got this rack, no bingo. Surprised that Ale was the top equity score of 30 points. And then foreign comes down for 67. Opponent could have got 74 at 10i, but that would have left the N hanging in the trip lane. Extra 7 points. Not much I could have done with this triple word square, so I went with read for 31. Need was also good. And yeah, maybe need would have been better. There were quite a few E's to come, so I didn't need to hang on to them. And then, oh, look at this rack. This is close to a very strange word that I once came across, which was caddy SS. So CAD If that T was a D, Cadddyss. Don't even know how you pronounce that. Cadiz. I've always wanted to play it, and it just popped into my mind there, but wasn't quite that rack. So KG for 39, KG for 39. Nice find by opponent. Then Yag for 26, I think was... I played that later. I got rid of the Q pronto, but also took out the most useful floater on the board for bingos. And as it happens, opponent was nowhere near a bingo, but Dex suggested for 14 through that E. There, yeah. And now, no bingo. Yag for 26 was best. Kangyu, 18. But Yag, definitely the play. Now, Jetost is good, I think. Jeto. Jetost. And I think it might take an S. Jetosts. Didn't play anyway on this board. But look at that. Joss for 41 at 10F. That's a decent score. ETT, not a terrible rack leave. Goes with ST for 21. And Neurone, no place for it. Conure for 16. Coenure 18. Nothing fabulous on offer. I played Yorn because I believe it doesn't take an S. And I thought... frustrate this A, because opponent might have had a bingo from the A, an auto word or something like that, and then also the Y, which wasn't overly useful for opponent, but I thought I'd just get rid of the OU and duplicate R. Opponent goes with Gion. What was his best play there? John for 28. Okay. Yeah. Gion. Now, invite at J8. Invite, yeah. Takes out this row 10 bingo lane. So I do like invite. It's a good score and it expedites the end of the game. This was a handy bingo lane as well. So when I played evil, I was actually hoping to play one square further across to limit what opponent could do from N7 down. Evil, yeah, but evil also did restrict some strong parallel plays next to Gion, so it had some merit. And now opponent's very close, and he gets shitted down for 66. And Oni was best for 32. I thought I had Ini on for a moment, which would have been a nice score, but I didn't have the second N. And then opponent's got double M and the G, which, yeah, a little bit tricky to bingo. He really needed an ER or IER ending, I think. So no great scores there. And then I've got a pretty good rack, but just thought, yeah, get rid of the A10. Oh, favor. Oh, of course, I could have got the V doubled by using the blank and spelling favor the proper way rather than the US way. So Yeah, I should have done that. That was a bit remiss of me. Offer for 23, but that's hanging on to the V, so I don't like that. And then gem for 19, and I went out with Vite. So that was the end of the game. Yeah, that Aracene was a nice word. Arrasene. Hopefully I'll remember that for next time. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.